the mecca of special effects. So, Rob, this is where the special effects magic happens, and you're the man who makes it happen.
All of the magical prosthetics and everything. I have a very long title, which is the Special Makeup Effects Designer. And so what that means is anytime anything hideous happens to Summer or any of the other cast members, I basically, me and my team and Almost Human, other guys doing it. Even like today, for instance, we have a replica dummy of one of the actors here because, you know, we're digging a guy out of some dirt and we can't necessarily throw the real guy in there. And although he gets paid well enough, he probably should be able to do that with him. But no, so we have to make, you know, a full replica of him. And then we've made full endoskeletons for last season. We made for Dungeons and Dragons when Cameron is filleting all the skin off of the Vic Terminator. We made the full endoskeleton. That was not CG. So here we have a Terminator eyeball.
Ew, that looks disgusting.
Well, I'm going to need you to reach into this disgusting mess and pull all this thin stuff out for me because that's not supposed to be there. That's called the flashing.
I don't want to damage it. Like be a rip too much.
You jumped.
I actually jumped.
All right, and then this is the little jaw piece, and then this would go in here, and then you stick this on, paint it up. Here, let's see. Give me this side of your face. Yeah. Stick that on. Turn towards the camera a little bit, and then you paint it up, and you blend off all of these edges, and 3 hours later, we're all smiling. This year, Summer, almost every episode, something horrible happens.
She get beaten up a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, the viewers at Version 1 love her.
She's the protector, you know? I mean, you want to see... Look, it's a Terminator show. You want to see hot girl with half her face hanging off. I think that's cool.
I couldn't have put it better myself, Rob.
Right? You can quote me on that. Stamp it on the box.
So, Rob, what's the longest anyone's ever spent in makeup?
5 hours would be for your favorite episode there, with the... Cromartie rising from the bath with the new skin. That was a whole entire silicone suit, and that was a face, and that was 5 hours. And yeah, not a lot of smoke breaks. That one was tough.
The knife isn't sharp enough.
Push harder.
We're competing with feature films, really, because it feels like we're making a feature film every 8 days. So regardless of whether you have the time or the money, it has to look just as good.
Now, as well as having gripping plot lines, fantastic action, and a huge dose of on-screen chemistry, it's the genius of the special effects department that make this show must-see viewing. Jim, I believe you're head of visual effects. Is that correct?
Visual effects supervisor.
Visual effects supervisor. Who's you in charge of it? So what now? How's that different from special effects? Firstly,
special effects deals with things that are physical. Visual effects is anything that's digital.
Can you give me some examples of scenes that you've been heavily involved in?
The scene where Sarah has this horrific nightmare, and John is killed by this assassin that then brings upon the end of the world as we know it. And as the nuclear bombs explode around him, suddenly there's fire. He incinerates, and his clothing and flesh burn off to reveal that he's an endoskeleton. He's a Triple A. The show is massively ambitious. The way Josh writes is like a feature. So when you watch an episode, what you're watching is a condensed version of a feature film every week. It has all the drama and all the plot of a feature, but it's squeezed into this hour. The other scene that I liked a lot was in Dungeons and Dragons, where again we saw the future during the day and we also saw it during the night. Now typically in the Terminator films we've always seen the future at night. And what was really cool about that is we actually saw what this horrific future war world looks like during the day. Visual effects, 50% of it is your actors. And we're really, really lucky on this show that our actors are incredible. And when Lena looks in a direction and sees something that isn't there, it's not there, her expression tells me that she believes it.
Yeah.
And then when the Terminator comes up and grabs her by the neck, there's nothing there, and she's selling it. It's really, really cool to be part of a plot twist or a big surprise in this big, giant story that the fans will say, oh my God, I didn't know that's where this was going.
Do it!
I mean, I remember when I watched T2 and I said, that's what I want to do. I'm really lucky and fortunate that now I'm working on a thing that inspired me to get in this business. So it's exciting even for me.